Alright, so welcome back. It's been quite a while since I've made one of these tier list videos, but today I got a really good one for you. I made this one myself because I really like, or I'm really into license plates. And this one's going to contain um, mostly license plates from Europe, but I also included like Japan, California, and yeah, I think Abu Dhabi is right here. Just so I can say that this is like a world tier list and not just Europe, even though it is mostly Europe since that's what I'm most familiar with. But yeah, I think we should just start. So the question is what's going to be going in the S tier, because there are a lot of license plates that are absolute trash, but the really good ones are what's really, I mean, there are a lot of license plates that are trash, but the really good ones, that's the real question. So I think California could be going in the S tier, maybe currently in the A tier, just because this exact license plate is like the most expensive one you can get in GTA 5, and I've played a lot of GTA with this exact license plate, so that's why I really like it. Plus, I think you can get basically anything to say here. It's not limited to three characters or three letters or three numbers. You can get anything, just a single word. And what I really think is cool is the yellow on black color scheme. I really think it's unique because a lot of the United States license plates, they don't really have that much color wise. I think it's like white and blue. That's the most common one. So yeah, if I were to pick a license plate from the US, this would definitely be it. That's why it's the only one included here from the United States. Yeah, next up from Europe, I think Germany also is going to get into the A tier. I might move up both California and Germany into S tier depending on how the tier list goes. Maybe we won't even need to use the F tier, but yeah, I really like the German license plates because they have this special font developed for them. I think it's FE Schrift, and it's like anti-falsification font because you can't turn the 8 into a B very easily. And it's crazy. I read about this. The guy developed this font for like quite a while before it got used in the license plates. And I think a lot of other license plates from other countries use it as well. I think this is Spain, and I think it's also the same font. I think Bosnia as well uses it. And the Serbian font, which is not exactly the same, is also inspired by this font. So yeah, that's a really god tier license plate. Plus, they let you have like, pretty sure only you can get license plates with two or three characters after the regional identifier, and those can be pretty short as well. I really feel like the countries that have those special license plates and they have special rules for them, I think they should go above like just the ones that you can't get the special license plates. Russia is one of those countries, I think. If I could find the Russian plates, oh, they're there. Yeah, Russia is not really that great because these are like the best plates you can get. This 77 is the regional identifier. I think it's Moscow, and then this three number thing, you have to have it, and the three letters, you also have to have them. So why I really don't like these plates is because the letters are small, the numbers are big, and then you have this like whole other area of the plate. It's really not a great design if you ask me, which is why I'm not really a big fan of that. And I think that goes into C tier, but once again, I think all of the rankings might change once we get a little bit more into it. Yeah, next up, I want to put the Netherlands plates pretty high up there because I think they're one of the only plates that are like really 3D, because the black letters, and by the way, they have the yellow on, or black on yellow, just similar color scheme to the California. I think it's the only one in Europe like this. I wouldn't say that this UK plate is pretty yellow, even though this isn't a real photo. I wouldn't say this is yellow. I'd say this is like more close to yellow or maybe even orange. I'm not really good with colors though. But yeah, what I wanted to say is it's the only 3D plate in Europe, I believe, because the letters are actually, I think, stuck on, or they're not even embossed. Like here in the California license plate, you would get a machine and you would press the metal in there, and that's how you'd get the plate. But I think here they're stuck on. I haven't really done much research into this. but I've seen a lot of cars with these plates, and the letters stick out quite a bit. Like I think perhaps even half a centimeter out from the license plate. It's pretty cool to see. I'm not too sure about these dashes though, but that's why it goes in the B tier. I really like this plate, even though it's not the greatest. Another one of these like color combo plates is Liechtenstein, and I discovered that it's the only way to really get a black plate apart from like really old France plates or French plates because yeah, that's the only country that offers black plates, and I think that's really cool because it really sets it apart from other countries. It is a micronation, so yeah, it's really distinct. One time I saw a car with these plates, and I had absolutely no idea what it was because you don't see them that often. Because Liechtenstein is so small, you only have a few cars that are out of the country at a certain time, and it's a really rare sight to see something like this, especially if you don't live next to Liechtenstein, like Switzerland or something like that. Let's see what's next up. Austrian plates, not really too great. I don't like the fact that the crest of the regional thing is so important, I would say, because here in the German plates, you can see that there's two little small things here, but on the Austrian plates, it's really pronounced. And another thing that I have with the Austrian plates is they follow like this strict format that's not really separated. So usually you would have some sort of dashes to separate what the things mean, but in the Austrian plates, you just have the letters and the numbers just jumbled together, and it doesn't really create a really nice look, if you ask me. And another thing is if you get the customized plates, you have to have a number in them, whereas, for example, in the California ones, you don't. And I'm not too sure about the German plates. I think you might have to have a number in them as well, but yeah, I don't even like the font, so I'm not really too fond about these ones. Now the UK license plates are pretty cool as well because they don't really have the identifier. I'm not too sure what the regulations are on this because of the Brexit thing, but every European country has this blue strip, which is an identifier showcasing like which country it's from. So Netherlands has the NL, Germany has the D for Deutschland. A lot of the UK plates are supposed to have this blue strip with GB, Great Britain, but the thing is, they just don't do it. They just take the license plate without this and then and then what they do is they put a GB sticker somewhere on the car, which I think really looks tacky. I think if you're gonna get a license plate and you're gonna be traveling abroad, you just get the one with the blue thing. I think it looks nicer, I guess. But something to also take into consideration is that I think they have a white plate in the front and yellow in the back. Once again, I don't know if this is really yellow, but yeah, that's a really weird thing because not a lot of European countries have different license plates in the back and in front, or different license plate colors, actually. I think Switzerland here is one of the only countries that has different size plates in Europe. I think this is the back plate, and the small one, which is like a really small one, is in the front. I'm not really too fond of the actual license plates because they only have letters, or sorry, they only have numbers, so no letters allowed. And I don't think you can even customize them, so I don't think you can get some cool numbers. But I really like the novelty factor of having those small plates. Yeah, it's really unique because no other country has them. So I'm putting it in the C tier just because of the small plates. But if they didn't have the small plates, I wouldn't really like it too much since it's just numbers and it's basically random. All right, I think Hungary is going to be our first D tier, and maybe we drop down even Russia to D tier. But Hungary, I really don't like because it's like three letters and then dash and then three numbers, and that's the entire pattern. And that seems too simple for me. I think that's the same thing with Greece, pretty much, because they also have three letters and then dash and then I think it's 3 to 4 numbers. I'm not too sure on that, but it's definitely three letters as well. And I think this is just too simple. Like, I feel like the license plates are too short. Even the Switzerland ones have, what is this, 8 characters, and this is only 6. I don't think I like that. And plus, there's no regional identifier. A lot of these plates have this S, which is, I'm pretty sure, Salzburg. this is Zurich. I much prefer the license plates that have the regional identifier because it tells you something about the car. And even the license plates that go sequentially up, so they count up like the first car gets 001, the second car gets 002. At least you know when the car was registered. So what I do is in my hometown, I would follow what the current number for registration is. And by knowing what the numbers are up to, you know essentially when the car was registered, which is, I guess, something that's somewhat insignificant, but it gives an edge over just having yeah, six letter combination or six character combination with no sequentiality and no regional identifier. Sweden plates actually go really high up there. There's a couple of reasons for that. First of all, yeah, this is a license plate design that has three letters and three numbers, which I've just criticized. But the thing is, Sweden lets you put whatever you want on the plate, so you don't have to put the numbers, and there's no regional identifier as well. So if you want to have a license plate that says your name, you can just get a license plate that says just your name, nothing else. So it would be S for Sweden, and then whatever you want. Actually, I might change my mind and put this back to C tier because the stock form is just not really that great. But yeah, I really like this license plate because it gives a lot of freedom to the holder, I guess. Italy license plate not looking great. It's the only license plate that has this weird two blue strips design. I guess that's kind of unique, but I'm not really digging the whole small theme because I think Italian license plates can also sometimes be smaller than normal license plates. So I guess Switzerland is not the only country doing that. Yeah, the two strips on the side make it very weird in terms of dimensions, and the other strip is kind of useless because you can just put this European Union star ring over the eye and it would be the same. So I think this just looks like a waste of space to me. That's why I'm not going to rate it any higher than this. The font is also not that great, so I think D tier is pretty good for that. Yeah, I feel like Spain is going to go same in the whole few letters, few characters combination thing because it's not really that interesting. There's no cool thing about it except the fact that it's using the font from the German license plates. But other than that, it's a pretty plain license plate, so I'm not too big I'm not too big of a fan on that one. Now, I'm sorry to do this, but French license plates, I think they're actually going to go in the E tier, just because of how weird they are. Every other country is following some rules. France just invented their own rules, so they have this blue strip, which is their regional identifier, and then they have another blue strip for the country, and then some letters in the middle, and plus the old French license plates were black, and for some reason they're still in use. So I think France has a bunch of current license plates that I don't think any other country does this, where they use so many different license plates at one time. Just because I think if a car was registered with them, you can't take them away or something like that. But yeah, French license plates not really too hot. Same as Albanian license plates. I don't really dislike this too much. Apart from the two blue strip design, we might actually demote Italy as well because that really bothers me somewhat. But what Albania has done really badly is the fact that they put this double A thing in front of all of their license plates. So the idea is once it rolls over like 999 and then whatever the last letter is, I guess Z, 999ZZ, then it will be AB001AA. Now, the thing is, I'm not really too sure. Maybe we can calculate this. All right, so I just calculated it, and this specific configuration allows for 810 million cars to be registered at the same time. Now, the population of Albania is not that great, so I think it's below 5 million. I'm not too sure on that, but safe to say they're not going to be registering 810 million cars. So I don't really know what they were thinking with that. Maybe if they just turned one of these A's into a regional code or something like that, I think that would be a much more interesting and better use, because this just seems like a waste of space. Belgian license plates, I guess they're okay. And one thing that's really cool with them, apart from this weird design where they have this, I don't even know what this is. It's like a one dash and then above the one. I think the one is a regional thing. But what they do is they also, like Sweden, let you put whatever you want on the license plate without having anything else. So you could write, yeah, your name or something like that, without any regional identifier, without anything. I really like that because by buying the custom license plates, you're kind of taking away the privilege of other people knowing where you're from. So it seems like a cool thing to me. Yeah, that's why I really like these and the Sweden ones as well. Now, United Arab Emirates license plates, I've also put these in here just so we have some diversity from around the world. These are from Abu Dhabi, and United Arab Emirates actually has a few designs depending on whether it's, for example, a license plate from Dubai or Abu Dhabi. I kind of really like this design. It uses a similar font to the German anti-falsifying font, and it has this like red regional thing. So I think this is a really cool design. We might even bump it to C tier. Why it doesn't qualify for higher? Well, I'm not too big of a fan of these just numbers. I think we got to have some letters in there as well. Yeah, I feel like Bosnia also deserves to get somewhere up here because they could have just cheaped out and gone for the three letters, three numbers thing, but they went a step further, added a number in the middle, and then they added the letter in the front. So I really support that. I really like the effort that's being put into that. So that's why it's above these simpler ones. The Japanese license plates I'm not really too sure on because maybe this is cool to people in Asia. I don't know. I'm not really from Asia and they don't seem that cool to me. I guess if I were to see these plates in Europe, I would be pretty stoked. But right now, this doesn't seem very cool. I guess you have some sort of regional identifier and then these two random two-digit numbers. Not too certain about this, so we're gonna put this in the D tier. Yeah, and now we come to the massive amounts of just two letter code or two regional identifier codes, and then three letters, and then two letters after. Or sorry, and now we come to the masses of the two regional identifier letters, three numbers, and then two letter license plates, which are pretty much Kosovo, Croatia, Serbia, Slovenia, Slovakia, and I think these are all C tier contenders, except Montenegro because it's not really following the pattern that all of the neighboring countries are following. So I don't know about that one, but yeah, all these, yeah, they can go in here. Actually, I really like the Kosovo license plates because they went with the numbers for the regional identifier. So you have to be like in the know to know where the car is from. You don't, people who don't really pay attention to that wouldn't be able to tell just from the first two letters. Yeah, let's put Slovenia in there as well. Now, Turkey, I don't know what Turkey is doing. They have like a lot of these values separated by each other. So I'm not really too sure about this one. I think we might put it in the C tier as well, just because they tried. So they didn't cheap out and do only 6 characters. They did 7. So I guess that's okay. And they're separated, so there is some logic to that. I guess we forgot what is Macedonia. We forgot to add this to the C tier because it's also a license plate with the 3, or I guess 4 in this case, numbers and then 2 letters. Now, there's not a lot of license plates left. I think this is Czech Republic, and and I don't really hate these license plates. I think they're pretty much okay. I might have to start thinking about putting some of these a bit higher up because we're too dense in the C tier right now, and I feel like there is some differentiation between these. But yeah, Czech Republic, I feel like it could be C or maybe B. We're gonna pull it up a bit when I finish the list because I guess I didn't account for no plates that are gonna be in the S tier. Polish plates, not too big of a fan. I don't know what they're doing with these number only combinations. I'm not too big of a fan of that because I think you have to have some letters in there to make it a bit interesting. Plus, the font on this is not really that great. Same with the font on most of these 232 countries like Montenegro and Croatia and Slovakia, I guess. The font is a bit too thin and it's not really a recognizable font. Maybe it is for people who live there, but not for me. So that's why I'm not really too excited about that. And our last country is actually Romania, which I guess put in a bit more effort into their license plates. So they have 7 digits or 7 characters instead of 6. So yeah, that's going to be what they get for C tier. I'm actually just going to delete the F tier because apparently we didn't really need it. And I'm going to rearrange the tier list really quickly and let you know about the changes. All right, so this is the final official tier list. What we've done is we've moved Abu Dhabi up into A tier, and everything moved up by 1 tier. By the way, just to make the tier list more compact. It turned out we didn't even need to use the E nor the F tier. And I put Czech Republic 1 space higher just because I think they put a bit more effort than is really needed into their license plates, which is really what we want to see. We want to see that they're trying, and I think they tried. So anyways, I think this is pretty much the best you're going to get, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, I'm not going to beg for likes, but if you leave a like, I'd be really happy. And I'm not going to beg for comments either, but if you left a comment, I would also be really happy, and I read those. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.